Alright, in this tutorial we're going to cover all the aspects of fluttering. Perfect flutters, extended flutters, and sustained fluttering. First up is the perfect flutter. There are some ledges in the game that are just a little bit out of reach with the normal jump and flutter. However, you can in fact make it up there. So normally when you jump, if you hold the button, Yoshi's going to flutter automatically. But that doesn't give you the maximum amount of height. What you want to do instead is, at the peak of your jump, release the B button, and then repress it as quickly as possible. Keep in mind that it's a 3-frame window to do a perfect flutter, but the catch here is that you have to repress the button within 1 frame, otherwise you're going to lose too much height to make it up there. So it looks something like this. Next up is the extended flutter. By bouncing on an enemy you can get a really high flutter, and that practically doubles your height. To get the most height from your extended flutter, you want to make sure that you press B right as you bounce on the enemy. If you don't, you'll get a much lower bounce and a much lower flutter. You can also follow up your extended flutter with a perfect flutter to get a little bit more height. An example of the extended flutter is right here in 1-1. You can do an extended flutter, then follow that up with one more, and you get up to this top section here. This will skip the otherwise slower beanstalk platform. Last but not least is sustained fluttering. Flutters can be chained together indefinitely to maintain height and also to cross large gaps. This can be seen in the infamous 5-4 skip. You have a 9-frame window to reflutter, but just like with the perfect flutter, you have to release and repress the button within 1 frame. There's also a few different visual cues that you can use, such as Yoshi's eyes, his hands, or his feet. You can also use the audio of a flutter ending to know when to reflutter. You're going to want to find the cue that works best for you. And even though a 1-frame repress sounds scary, over time you'll develop a rhythm for it and the muscle memory for it. With all that being said, this concludes our tutorial for fluttering. I hope it helps, and thanks for watching.